What's up, everybody? This is Trinity the Gamer 333 here today to bring you the next video in the Xenoverse 3 series videos. And for those of you that are new, this is a series of videos in which we talk about the new additions that can be added to the next installment in the Xenoverse franchise in Xenoverse 3. And this is just a different collection of ideas from the community as well as myself in what I would like to call the Dragon Ball game to end all Dragon Ball games. And today we'll be talking about Part 3, Character Creation, Sub-Part 3, Frieza Race. So to begin, we will talk about the overall view of the Frieza Race. So I believe that this race should really focus heavily on Ki Blast attacks, even more than in Xenoverse 2, considering that that's what this race really seems to be about. You know, you look at Frieza and you look at King Cold and Cooler and Frost and all of them, and they really seem to be focused on using Ki Blast attacks more than anything else, and I think that should really be the big focus on this race in the game. And then we have to also include their speed and have their speed be higher as well to make more use of their tails as well as that. Their speed needs to be incredible compared to some of the other races because they are one of the faster races. And their tails, I think you should be able to use some sort of move with their tail as well to add another effect to the game. Then we should also give this race a unique fighting style comparable somewhat to Frieza's. And then they should also be very focused on speed and key attack power, as I stated before. And then I think that their special skill should be max power, which in any form will increase all stats by 10% for a limited time. And I'll talk more about the special skills for each race in another video later on. So moving forward, let's talk about the unique character creation options, okay? So I think that each person should start out with a first form that they create. You know, whether it's somewhat like Frieza's first form or Cooler's first form, or even make it look like Frieza's final form or like Cooler's final form. And then I think that they should be able to create what their final form would look like, so what they can transform into. So you have one screen where you create the Frieza race and you create their first form, and then whenever you get to that final form or you unlock it or whatever, you get to go to a whole separate screen where you design what that final form looks like. So if you want Frieza, you have a character who kind of looks like Frieza, and he, let's say his final form you have his final form look like Frieza. But it's your first form character, then you can have them make their final form look like his first form in a way, or just do anything you really want, but build the final form from the ground up. So that way, you can really get involved with your Frieza Race character as well, and you have a lot of stipulation into what that character looks like after they transform as well. I just think that'd be something that'd be really cool, and you can have it look like the final form Frieza or the final form Cooler or something completely different and way more savage, such as the picture on your far right, which is actually my Frieza Race character from Xenoverse 2 right now. But I just think that'd be something really cool, just kind of add in as well. Then the golden form would be a golden version of their final form. So the outside skin should be a golden chest and head, but the head and arms should remain the color that you picked for them. I didn't like in Xenoverse 2 how even if you picked an orange body and you went into the golden form, how it changed those areas to purple to kind of match Frieza's. I think it should stay and look like what your character's skin looked like before, and just have the body part, not the crest part, be the golden form. Then you should be able to still select horn options and body color options as well as you were able to in the previous game as well. So moving on, let's talk about the special transformation. So I think that, like I said, we should have a final form. And this is a complete redesign of the player's choosing from the first form. And this will increase all stats by 10%, but the defense will decrease by 5%. And I say that because, you look at Frieza, and I feel like his defense, if you were to just go based on looks, his defense would have decreased. And I think that almost all these different forms should kind of have some kind of decrease as well as increase, just to balance them all out as well. So let's talk about the 100% form. So Frieza's buff form. It's a buffed up version of your final form that brings about 100% of the character's power. You increase all stats by 15%, but the stamina decreases by 5% since it did drain his stamina a lot. And there should be different key levels to transform between the final form and the 100% form as well. Then golden form, a golden version of the final form. The golden form should go in the transformation slot, but it includes the final form that you picked as well, and it automatically is a different key level, same as like Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. But you increase all stats by 20% and increase your speed stat by 25%. Then we will go on to their divine form. Yes, I know that the golden form matched Super Saiyan Blue, which is the divine form for the Saiyans, but I think in the game, if we should still give every character or every race a divine form, so let's say golden god form, and this should be a god key version of the golden form, which adds a different aura to the golden form itself. So kind of like the bottom right hand corner picture of Frieza, some kind of like different aura, just kind of changed it up a little bit, but it also increases your stats, and it increases all stats by 30% and speed by 35%. And the god golden form should be in the transformation slot, but it lets you go from final form to golden form, and it changes according to the different key level, as I said before, same as Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 as well. And you should have your god key equipped as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Frieza Race character, and if you did, go ahead and subscribe to me at TrinityGamer333 and leave a like and a comment as well. And the next video will be part 3, character creation, sub part 4, Namekians. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.